welcome to the Lori Lulu Crochet Podcast, episode 40. I honestly couldn't have planned this better if I had tried, because, most of you know, this week I turned 40. Which that's still so weird to say. Although I'm only like 3 days into it. Anyway. For those of you who are new, my name is Lori. I live in the Chicago suburbs with my husband Ryan and our 2 cats. And I'm going to do things a little differently this time. Just going to share some finished objects and some of my birthday presents. And that'll be it. I'm going to try to keep this short this time. So, shall we just jump right in? All my social media is linked down below. Also, any patterns or yarns or fun birthday presents that I talk about that you might be interested in, I'll link those down below. So, shall we get started? So yeah, I was going to just be like, I'm 39 and holding, but part of me is just like, it's just a number. It's not that big a deal. And for the most part, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with being 40. I don't feel like I'm 40. I feel like I'm still a child at heart. So, whatever. Although I will say, Wednesday night, which was the night before my birthday, I kind of had a little panic attack. Not a panic attack, just like a little freak out. Like, oh my gosh, this is the last night of my 30s. I'm turning 40 tomorrow. I can't believe this. So yeah, I kind of had a little moment, but I'm fine now. So I'm not saying that I'm going to be fine all the time, but you know how it is. You know how it is. We all have to do this. So anyway, let's start with birthday presents. Why don't we? So my church was the first gift that I got. It was from my church last Sunday. They called me up front. Of course, that's the trials of a pastor's wife is birthday, Christmas, pastor appreciation. You're called up front and have to read cards in front of everybody, which I always cry through that because they're so sweet to me. But they gave me a gift card to Llama Llama Ding Dong, which is my local yarn shop. Of course, I'm sure some of the people in the congregation are like, really? But there are some that know, like, yarn shop, yarn stuff is what I want. And some of them, that's what they want too. So, of course, that burned a hole in my pocket. I'll show you what I got here in a second. But another thing that was in the card was a slip saying that I was going to get a delivery in September or October, to be looking for that. It's an order of tulip bulbs. So I'm going to have tulips in my house now, which those are my favorite flower, if you didn't know. So now I've been trying to think, where do I want to put them? I know I want to put some by the back gate, so we live in the parsonage, which is owned by the church, and then you walk out the back door and through the back gate, and then you're in the church parking lot, and it's all right there. So I know I want to put some back there, and then I definitely want some up front. It's like, do I want them lining the driveway, or I don't know. We'll have to figure that out soon. So yes, Llama Llama, the yarn shop. I went there. I was looking for a specific one. Of course, that was gone. They have a whole wall of indie dyed yarns. So, this is one that I've had my eye on for a while. It wasn't the exactly one that I wanted, but it's still pretty. So this is from the ND Yarn Company. You can see, ooh, so pretty. This one is called Soft Petals. It's the fingering weight, and it is 100% superwash merino. And of course, there's some purple in there. I've really come to decide, like, purple, blue, and pink. Those are my favorite colors. I gravitate towards those all the time. So this is what I have from the church. And then from my mother, I gotta find the tag here. Okay. I told my mom about this website, and it's called Piccolina, and so I'll put a link to their website down below. But the tag here is for littles who dream big. So they can basically cater to children. They have dresses and t-shirts and backpacks and all that stuff for the little kids that are emblazoned with women that we all need to admire. But they do have an adult t-shirt section, so you can get t-shirts with Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Marie Curie, Jane Goodall, Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman, Amelia Earhart. I mean, all these awesome ladies. And my mom was like, okay, which one would you want? I'm like, you want me to just pick one? What? I can't pick just one. So I gave her like my top 3. And so she bought me this level. She picked it because it was purple. I had a purple shirt. The Ruth Bader Ginsburg shirt is a mustardy color, which would not look good on me at all. So I'm kind of glad she didn't pick that one. But here's who I got. I got Frida Kahlo. Oh! Isn't it so pretty? I love this shirt so much. So excited to get this one. And then of course I'm like, well, keep that in mind for Christmas and all the other things you need presents for, right? So I got a nice Frida Kahlo t-shirt. Super excited for that. And again, that's Piccolina. Yeah, Piccolina. They're really cool. They got some really cool stuff. And then when I went to Love Knots, which is a yarn group, a stitching group that meets at the church. Of course, we do it social distancing very well right now. But while I was there, a lady from church, and she's also part of the stitch group, she made me some hot pads. So aren't these really cute? They're purple, so they're perfect, right? And then there's some washcloths that came with it too. So it's all the, she gave me the yarn ball, or the ball band. It's sugar and cream. The colorway is Purple Haze Ombre. So this is 100% cotton, right? Yes. Yeah, 100% cotton. Anyway, so thank you so much, Sharon. They will go great in my kitchen. And then lastly, Ryan had a theme for his gifts that he gave to me. So about a year ago, we were at the mall and we saw the Funko Pop collection at one of the stores, and so I bought the Emily Blunt version of Mary Poppins. So that's the new one. And so for my birthday, Ryan got me the Julie Andrews version of Mary Poppins. So they are both sitting on my dresser now. So cute. And then he bought me this frame, or this picture that I need to go buy a frame for. Mary Poppins again, are you noticing? So in every job that must be done, there is an element of fun. So yeah, I thought that was really pretty. And hopefully it'll end up somewhere back here. I'd like to get a table to put like my 2 Mary Poppins on. And some flowers, of course. And then lastly, I got a Tervis tumbler, which is the new Mary Poppins, and she's practically perfect in every way, which this will be a nice size for, I have a bigger tumbler that holds my coffee every day, but this will be nice for days that I don't need that much coffee. But yes, I had a Mary Poppins theme for turning 40. Anyway. Again, it's just a number. It doesn't have to do with who I am. Alright, so shall we start with some finished objects? Oh, wait. Forget all that. So, for my birthday, my husband and I, we actually went up to Chicago. Excuse me. Went up to Chicago. We hung out with some friends. Went out to eat. The restaurant that we went to was it's known to be it was a hangout for Al Capone. So that was kind of cool. And then we just walked all over downtown Chicago. And of course, I knew we would be walking around a lot, but I was like, you know what? I still want to look cute, so I wore my flip-flops. Yeah, I'm still paying for that right now. My feet still hurt. I have a huge blister on the bottom. I knew I would get it. I knew it would happen. So I have no one to blame but myself. Anyway. Well, speaking of birthday and finished objects, I finished my birthday cake socks just in time. So I wore these socks on my birthday, and then I've washed them again because, like, I don't want to show you dirty socks on the podcast. So here are my finished socks. Ta-da! So last time you saw, I had just put in the heel, but then I realized that the socks were too short, so I had to take out the heel and repick. And you can totally tell where I had to pick up all the stitches again. Even on this one, I totally twisted them all. But it's on the bottom of my foot. No one really sees it when I'm wearing it, right? So here are my finished socks. The yarn that I used. Let me pull it out. So the heels, toes, and cuffs were just a white sparkly yarn that I found at my local yarn shop, Llama Llama Ding Dong. The other color is from Adelaide Fiber Company. So it's on her Victoria fingering weight. So it's 85% superwash merino, 15% nylon, and the colorway is birthday cake. So they were perfect for me to wear on my birthday. So yeah, it's just this lovely pink with pops of blue and hot pink, which you can see on here. Oh, they're just so pretty. I'm so glad. I'm so happy with these. So, it's just a vanilla sock with a Fish Lips Kiss heel, which my friend Gabby helped me figure out how to do that. So, next finished object I wanted to show you is called the Empower Bandana. Yeah, Empower Bandana. So here is the pattern that I use. It's free. I will put a link down below. It's by BZ Peach, or Busy Peach. I don't know how you say it. BZY Peach. Anyway, so the yarn that I used for this one was my own hand-dyed yarn. Oh, as I drop it on the floor, so sorry. If I can find the tag. Okay. So, this is what I dyed myself. Yeah. So the yarn is Air Valley DK by West Yorkshire Spinners. And it is 75% wool, 25% nylon. It is a DK weight yarn. The colors that I chose for this are based off the suffragette movement. So in England, they did purple, white, and green. Purple for the royal blood, instinct of freedom and dignity. White is purity in a private and public life. Green is symbolic of hope and an emblem of spring. In America, we had to do it differently because we always do. We did purple, white, and gold. So the purple is loyalty, constancy to purpose, unswerving, and steadfastness to a cause. The white is quality of purpose, so it's pure. And then the gold is the light of life, and it's a torch that guides their purpose. And also, Susan B. Anthony and Elizabeth Cady Stanton chose a sunflower to represent the suffragette movement. And then it also kind of morphed into a yellow rose, so that's why there's gold there as well. So mostly you see a yellow rose, but it's supposed to be a sunflower, which they picked that because it was the state flower of Kansas. And I still don't know why they wanted that one. Anyway, so here's that. There's the yarn. So I followed BZ Peach's pattern for the most part. I had to do my own Lori twist on it. So here it is. Here's my finished bandana. And my own twist was I incorporated some of Detroit Knots, her Tunisian crochet bandana. So I just did a few rows of Tunisian crochet just to give mine a little pop. So yeah, here it is, the finished bandana. And so you're supposed to wear these when you go march or protest for the Black Lives Matter. Obviously I haven't done one of those, but I do support Black Lives Matter, and I do support, rallying people to vote at any time. We have the power, let's use it. And so when you do go vote, you're supposed to wear this as well. So here's mine. Anyway, I thought it was really cool. Thought it turned out great. Of course, the color pooling, so I have this nice blotch of white right there. But anyway, I still love how this turned out. I'm so happy with it. It was living. Oh yeah, this is my Tunisian hook. I believe it's a H, so 5mm Tunisian crochet hook. And then what other size did I use? I do. Really? I used an F? Oh, I didn't even write down. Anyway, so I used a 3.75mm hook for the rest of it. And it was living in my Moana bag, because she's all about empowering people too, right? So with that, because the 19th Amendment, it's celebrating its 100th anniversary this year, I had some buttons made. So this green one actually has the sunflowers on it. So it says 1920 to 2020 votes for women. I have a few more. I have a black one, and that has the yellow rose, and then I have a purple one that has the yellow rose as well. But they all say the same thing. And these I got from Button Joy Design. I'll put a link down below. She is actually a lady from the library knit group, and she lives just down the street from me, so like I will support my local neighbors. So yeah, Button Joy Design. She has all kinds of cool buttons on there. And so it was a process getting these made. Just making sure that they were what I wanted. I had a very specific idea in mind. So yeah, I have a few extras that I'm giving away to friends and family. So that's that. Okay, so last crocheted finished object I have to show you. It's actually a design in progress. This is the March cowl, and I say March because it's after the March family in Little Women, because this design is inspired by Louisa May Alcott. So you ready to see? Ta-da! So here is the finished cowl. Last time you saw it, I was here. So I did all this and seamed it. So yeah, so when you wear it, you can kind of wear it like a shawl collar kind of thing. This will be great for the winter to wear under your coat for sure. So the yarn that I used is from Knitology. Oh, as I drop it on the floor, I'll grab the second one. So you have the Knitology. It is their glowing worsted, and the colorway is C. Is that focusing? So this is super soft because it is 40% superwash merino, 30% silk, 30% alpaca. And of the two skeins, this is what I have left. Like I said, it's a worsted weight cowl. Inspired by Louisa May Alcott, because I just think she's pretty cool. So the cable that I found, I got from this Stitch encyclopedia. It's called the Olivia Cable, if you wanted to look it up. I don't know if it's out there anywhere. Anyway, so a year ago, Sam from Sam Squeak podcast, she had made a little bandana with a cable on the side. So I thought, oh, that's a cute idea. And then she scrapped that and made it a big shawl, which is the Ebbing Tide shawl, which I've done that. You've seen that before. So I just kind of did a different I did a totally different cable than what she did. And I was doing it wrong at the beginning, but I've since fixed it. So I am working on writing up the pattern. I'm going to do it again just to make sure it makes sense. And then of course I will need testers. So if you are interested in testing a pattern for me, testing this pattern especially, if you could email me. Email is linked down below, but it's lorilulu327@gmail.com. Okay? So, oh, is that everything? There's my list. Okay, so that is all the knitted, crocheted, finished objects. Now, I have one more thing to show you, finished objects wise. And that is more dyed yarn. I have dipped my toe and I am like fully into dyeing yarn. Like, it is so much fun. Although the last 2 times it's been in the sun, so it's a great summer project for me. I did have some of this white sparkle yarn left. So I definitely had to do it in the sun. I couldn't do it in the microwave because the stellina would, that's metal. I can't put that in the microwave. So I had just a little bit left. Like I had 2 little balls and then 2 bigger balls. Anyway, so I skeined them up. This one I dyed is bright blue. And then there's supposed to be purple in here. But the purple, like the way it soaked up the dye, it separated it out. So this is more of a blue than purple. And there is a little bit of pink in there because, you know, blue, purple, and pink, those are my colors. So yeah, I really like how dark the blue turned out. So I'm super excited about that. And then the 2 bigger ones, I did half purple, half pink. So woo, look at those. So again, the purple, like it would soak up the red more in some spots and it would soak up the blue more in some spots. So it's a very tonal red, or tonal purple, whereas the pink was pretty much pink throughout. I did try to do it like heavier in one spots and then kind of fade it out as that met the purple and the, you know, so it kind of, make it more tonal on the one end for each end. So these leftovers are going to go, I'm going to do some scrappy socks when I'm done with all my Make 9 socks. So these will be heels, toes, and cuff. Well, these will probably just make the toes. And then one of these will be like the heels and the cuffs. And then this one will go in another scrappy project I have planned. So, super excited about that. And that is all the bare undyed yarn that I have in my stash. Now I have to go buy more if I want to dye more. Which Ryan and I have been having fun with the whole terminology. So, are you going to dye today? No, it's too cloudy for me to dye today. And then, oh, it's sunny out. I think I'll dye today. What? Yeah. Of course, it's not so funny right now because my friend her dad just passed away. So, that's really sad. So I don't really like that term, joking about it anymore. Oh, anyway. Alright, well, that's all I'm going to show you for today. And I will see you all later. I hope you have a great day. I hope inspiration strikes you sometime, because I know a lot of us have been having issues with Mojo and Crojo and all that. Just because of all the circumstances that have been going on. So, I hope you have a great day, and I will see you later. I appreciate y'all so much. You don't understand. Anyway, God bless. Bye.